Hey guys, so this is my first test of doing a DSi XL recording. I'm going to be doing a quick impressions video of Black Sigil, Blade of the Exile. Let's go down to this screen because this is where the action happens. Okay, so this is like your standard old school style RPG. Right now you can see I'm on the world map. I'm about 10 hours into the game, so I've had a healthy sampling of it. And so far I like it quite a bit. The combat is literally almost a carbon copy of Chrono Trigger, with the one difference of being that your location actually does make a difference in terms of what attacks are available to you. But as you can see, there are these combo attacks just like Chrono Trigger, and I'll show you one of those. The upper screen isn't really used all that much. All it basically does is show you your status, which is useful, but not necessarily necessary, as when you have a status effect on you like poison, your guys will flash a color, or like green, or something like that. Now, this being the first game that I've actually played on the DS, it's a little difficult for me to compare it graphically to other entries on the system. However, I have sampled other things. I played a little bit of Final Fantasy Tactics, and comparing the graphics of this game to that, there's a huge difference. Final Fantasy Tactics has way better graphics. However, this game is more of a classical style, and things like cities look really nice. Let me enter. Like, there's a lot of detail in these old school graphics, and that's part of what I like about it. Some people, younger people who didn't grow up on RPGs like Chrono Trigger and the early Final Fantasies before they went 3D, they won't appreciate a game like this as much as someone like myself who grew up on games like that. The game isn't without flaws, though. Unfortunately, it has a extremely high encounter rate, just like old school games do. So, if that isn't something that bothers you, then that's good. But if you're looking just to get through to the next story part quickly, that's probably not going to happen. Not without a whole shitload of battles first. The other thing I didn't really care for was that there's not much in the way of settings. You can't change the menu color, which kind of annoys me. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I don't really like the poo color. I kind of was hoping I could change it to like a, I don't know, like a blue or something. You can affect the brightness, which is kind of nice, but then again, you could do that with the DS settings itself. What else was there? Oh, in combat, I can't really show you because it's really random, but a lot of times your own characters will block your path, so you can't attack or do any sort of action for the main character, that is. I mean, obviously, other characters that have ranged attacks or magic abilities, they can and do have access to a lot of different attacks, but your main character doesn't have magic. He only has one ranged attack, too, so... Also, the other thing that is kind of irking me, although I looked it up on the internet and I know it'll change, where I am in the game, and it's been like this for the last 5 hours, I get random status effects on my main character, like poison, or broken arm, things like that, or blindness, and it's very annoying going into battle with not knowing if you're going to be able to survive because you have this weird status effect. Yeah, so, but I mean, basically everything else is really standard. The storyline is pretty good, and the character animations are some of them are quite frankly a real, like, identical carbon copy of Chrono Trigger. So basically, if you like Chrono Trigger, you will probably really like this game. I really like it, even though it has those flaws I mentioned. It's still an extremely fun game, and I can't wait to see how the story unfolds. The next game I'll probably be reviewing will be Final Fantasy Tactics. I also have Magical Star Sign, Nostalgia, and Heroes of Might and Magic Clash of whatever it's called. So I'll probably be doing those in the near future. I also plan on picking up a lot of other games like Etrian Odyssey 1 and 2, Luminous Arc. I'm really looking forward to Suikoden Tierkis, so I'll be doing reviews of those as well. Just not sure when, obviously, because I want to finish all of these other games first before I start the next game, so it'll probably be a little while before my next video.